Now we're going to look at solving this equation that involves algebraic fractions. By now, you should be able to write this side of the equation as one single fraction, and that's how we're going to start. So I'm looking for a common denominator. From 5 and 2, I can see it's going to be 10. So I'm going to write them as two fractions, both over 10. So I'm going to multiply this by 2, and I get 2 4x minus 3 over 10. And I'm going to multiply this by 5. So I get 5x minus 2 over 10. This remains unchanged. Now I'm going to write this as a single fraction. So I've got 2 brackets 4x minus 3 minus 5 brackets x minus 2, and that's over 10. And that's equal to 2 still. Now I'm going to expand the top. So I've got 8x minus 6 minus 5x plus 10. That's over 10. And that's still equal to 2. Now I'm going to simplify the top. I've got 8x minus 5x, so that's 3x, minus 6 plus 10, so that's plus 4. That's still over 10. And it's still equal to 2. Now at this stage, I want to multiply both sides by 10. So I've got 3x plus 4 equals 20. And now I can solve this linear equation in my usual way. So I have 3x equals 16 and x equals 16 over 3. This is the answer to the question. Here's one for you to try. Press pause and have a go. When you're ready, press play. Here's the answer. For this question, I tackle it in the same way. I want a single denominator over here, so that's going to be x plus 1, x minus 2. So I'm going to multiply this by x minus 2. So I've got 1x minus 2 over x plus 1, x minus 2. And I'm going to multiply this by x plus 1. So I've got 5x, x plus 1, over x plus 1, x minus 2. This remains unchanged. I now write this as a single fraction. So I've got 1x minus 2 plus 5x, x plus 1, over x plus 1, x minus 2. Again, this remains unchanged. Now I'm going to multiply out the brackets on the top. So that's x minus 2 plus 5x squared plus 5x. That's over x plus 1, x minus 2. And this still remains unchanged. Now I'm going to simplify this. So I've got 5x squared plus 5x plus another x, so that's plus 6x and minus 2. And that's over x plus 1, x minus 2. And that's still equal to 3. Now I'm going to multiply both sides by x plus 1, x minus 2. That gives me 5x squared plus 6x minus 2 equal to 3 x plus 1, x minus 2. Now I need to multiply out this. To make sure I get this right, I like to multiply these two brackets together with a bit of side working first and then multiply by 3. So I've got x plus 1 multiplied by x minus 2. So I've got x times x, that's x squared, x times minus 2 is minus 2x, plus 1 times x is plus 1x, and plus 1 times minus 2 is minus 2. So that's x squared minus x minus 2. So now on this side, I still have 5x squared plus 6x minus 2. But on this side, I've got 3 of this. So that's 3x squared minus 3x minus 6. Now I've got a quadratic on both sides here. What I'm going to do is get everything onto one side so that it's equal to 0, because then I'll be able to solve the quadratic. So I'm going to subtract 3x squared from both sides. That will give me 2x squared. I'm going to add 3x to both sides. That will give me plus 9x. And I'm going to add 6 to both sides. That will give me plus 4. That's now equal to 0. I can now factorise this quadratic, and I get 2x plus 1, x plus 4, equal to 0. So from this, I now know that either 2x plus 1 equals 0, or x plus 4 equals 0. I can solve these two linear equations to get my two values for x. So I get 2x is equal to minus 1, which tells me that x is equal to minus 1 over 2. And I get x is equal to minus 4. These are my two answers. Here's one for you to try. Press pause and have a go. When you're ready, press play. Here are the answers. If you got these, very well done, because this was an incredibly difficult question.